It was their shot at stardom. More than 100 kids auditioned and planned to dance this weekend in a nationally touring production that was supposedly making a stop at TPAC. But tonight, consumer investigator Jennifer Krause has discovered the show isn't coming to town. Producers claim the show lost a key sponsor, and now parents wonder if they'll ever see the money they paid for their children to be in the show.
Nine-year-old Mackenzie Edwards thought it was a dream come true when she heard that a show called Oz the Musical was coming to Nashville and looking for kids to be munchkins.
She heard there was an audition for a role as a munchkin. She lost her mind and said, "Oh yes, I have to do it."
Mackenzie's mom, Kimberly, says she checked out the show's website, which claimed the director of Oz had been on Broadway in Oprah's The Color Purple. And the star of the show, Diana DeGarmo, a former American Idol contestant.
It all looks pretty legitimate, but it's not, apparently.
News Channel 5 Investigates has discovered that show producers charged each family anywhere from $50 to $75 to perform in what they billed as an updated musical version of The Wizard of Oz. But now, after collecting the money from parents, the producers suddenly have canceled the tour.
I think it's bad business.
Jenny Belcito, owner of the Green Hills School of Dance, had opened her studios to the company for auditions.
I thought it was legit.
But now looking back, says she realizes there were a lot of red flags. When Mackenzie Edwards auditioned at the Nashville Convention Center, every child who tried out was accepted.
I screamed.
How loud?
Very, very loud.
Then Mackenzie's mom and all the other parents were told they had to pay for costumes and to rent the rehearsal hall.
We paid $75.
But dance studio owners say they'd already agreed to let Oz producers use their studios for free. And as far as costumes, when the tour started, the Munchkins in other cities simply wore T-shirts. Show producers also told some the Nashville performances would be at the Grand Ole Opry, while others were told the shows would be downtown.
They said that it would be performed at TPAC.
But both venues told News Channel 5 the show was never booked at their theater.
We've told her friends and her teacher, and everybody's excited for her. Grandma's excited for her.
Parents say they started to worry when they hadn't heard anything from the company in weeks. And now, just days before the scheduled show, producers have finally contacted parents telling them the tour has been canceled. Toddrik, the show's writer and director, tells News Channel 5 they just didn't have enough money, that the kids' performance fees were supposed to help cover the cost of the tour across the country.
And we got, close to 3,000 kids to do the show, but that wasn't enough considering that we have over 100 shows. When you divide 3,000 kids by 100 shows, it's not enough. It's not enough kids to be able to help pay for the venues.
Dance studio owners say that's no way to run a show.
I think they need to be held accountable.
And parents say it's no way to treat a child.
Shame on you for doing this, not only to my daughter, but to all the other little children that auditioned and their parents.
Show producers say they are willing to refund that performance fee, but again, they also admit they've run out of money. They tell me they're hoping that parents will not ask for their money back so they can instead roll it into a new show they claim to be working on with the same director, Toddrik.
So, Jennifer, is it typical for parents to have to pay up front like this for their kids to be in a show?
Not in a show like this. Many dance studio owners say for something that was billed as a national touring show, they say parents should not be expected to pay. In fact, they tell me, if anything, the kids should have been receiving some sort of compensation in this.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. By the way, while Diana DeGarmo, the former American Idol contestant and Nashville resident, was featured prominently on the show's website and promotional materials, well, we've learned that she was never a part of the national tour that was supposed to make a stop here in Nashville.